If you're a fan of augmented reality and want to know what's in the pipeline for 2023, then keep on watching. Hi, I'm Alexis Mercedes, the project manager for Fractal Labs. We are an app development team that is passionate about improving the UX of XR. On this channel, we document the intersection of Web3 and augmented reality as it unfolds. For more content about user-generated XR, VR, MR, AR, then like and subscribe. On this episode, I'll be sharing my predictions for the top 7 trends I believe will be happening in 2023. Let's dive in. 1. AI will be used to generate AR content. Claims about artificial intelligence range from "this is amazing" to "it's the end of the artist as we know it." And it has a million use cases. One use case is to turn your imagination into 3D models that can be used in augmented reality in just a matter of seconds. A quick Google search will offer you loads of options. However, this one doesn't create objects using prompts. It exists to make manipulating or creating new models very easily. And this one is just a complete scam. It's clickbait that is used to sell ad space that doesn't actually do anything. I'm sure that OpenAI's Point E will evolve and start producing models that look more like the prompt-generated images that we're used to. Then, amazing AR models such as this one will only be a few phrases away. 2. AR will manipulate real-world surroundings. All right, so this one already exists, sort of. Here's my Lola bear from Mints, and an AR filter I use that will fill your room with disco balls, and then obey the laws of physics. I'm looking for AR that actually changes the surroundings rather than placing objects in them. For example, I've got this tree I can use kind of as a video overlay of my tree, but in 2023, we'll be able to fix it in place rather than allowing it to jump around and exist wherever. Imagine being able to attach a yellow brick road to fixed coordinates in your event space, and then that can be used as wayfinding. It's coming soon. Over has been promising this type of capability for years now, but it hasn't left beta yet. And the Unity integrations that are required in order to use that feature are prohibitively difficult. Based on recordings shown by Zone of Tech, it looks like AR Kits from Apple is already there, or at least extremely close. 3. Trending over games. Our most explored metaverse is over the reality, and it has 3 main functions for users at the moment: storefronts, galleries, and immersive art. Mid-year last year, I made a feeble attempt at a game. I hid rings inside of our Summer of Sonic experience, thinking that it would give somebody something to do in the space rather than just admire it. And at the end of 2022, we saw more sophisticated publications. The Santa game by Soyo Crypto and Mints led people through AI-generated clues on a scavenger hunt in the style of Carmen Sandiego. I found this game with balls involved, a points counter, and interactive sound sensitive to touch. This was groundbreaking, but didn't work yet. And then there was the castle game that had triggers based on proximity, which I hadn't seen in any over experience before, and still haven't. Even heard rumor that Cyber Nerd Baby has exported a game either from Minecraft or something that looks exactly like Minecraft and has a functioning game within it. So I'm looking forward to finding that. In 2023, gamification in over will be a trend that catches on. We'll see more creators producing gamified over content, and this will lead to more over users, I hope. 4, branded presence across AR platforms. I think AR creators are the video creators of the future. And just like any video producer would have presence that is branded across multiple platforms like, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever, AR creators will start doing the same. I believe AR creators will start behaving more like influencers and that we'll see their brands on Snapchat, Instagram, over, Spatial, and use a variety of editing platforms like AR Kit, which is made by Apple, AR Core, which is made by Microsoft, and AR Spark, which is run by Meta. I personally find the coolest AR stuff on LinkedIn. Although we at Fractal Labs mostly use our LinkedIn to post articles. We'll definitely be participating in this trend, expanding from our presence in over into spatial for sure, and who knows from there. You're gonna start seeing the culture of AR influencers across your social media. 5, mixed reality art. We've covered virtual reality and augmented reality in depth on this channel, and a hybrid of that might be considered XR. But Microsoft has specifically focused on what they're calling MR, which is mixed reality. I think the best example of that is if you were able to use spatial on a HoloLens. This best works for office spaces, so you could have a virtual environment and in-person human environment happening at the same time without compromising your physical surroundings. It's mixed in real time, so you can live in both worlds. For 2023, I predict that artists will start utilizing MR as a space of its own. I'm always praising anything that is published in AR that is made specifically for AR. That is, I put on a pedestal AR experiences that can only be done in AR. I'm excited to figure out what artists are going to do with MR, what could only be done in MR. At the moment, it's beyond my imagination, but by the end of the year, I believe we'll have answers. If you're a burgeoning MR artist, please hit me up. Perhaps HoloLink will be the main editor for this because the Microsoft suite is the only one that is specific to MR. But a crowd favorite for cross-platform creators such as Blender might stay on top of the heap as long as exporting capabilities and compatibilities don't interfere. We've made it to number 6, hanging out in AR. 2021 and 22 have been the year of VR chat. People, mostly youth I hear, spend hours and hours and hours a day hanging out in VR. But there are drawbacks. It removes the physicality of life and the physicality of hangouts. It doesn't encourage movement. And it also interferes with life functions like taking notes, eating, using the bathroom, folding laundry, things a person might normally do while they're just hanging out at their house with their friends. VR obstructs reality. AR hangouts avoid those pitfalls. You can still hang out with your faraway friends while still being aware of your surroundings. This prediction does hinge on the hardware of it all. Apple's AR glasses will be available any day now, but the target audience is other businesses. It's going to be a few years before we get a heads up that which is to say phone-free version of AR hangouts. So for this year, I believe this is going to occur on our phones. It's already possible in over and spatial. My prediction is that it'll become commonplace. It'll be like FaceTime, except with avatars and augmented environments and the ability to bend the laws of physics. My seventh prediction for 2023 is a Star Trek quality translation. Do you remember having to just accept that in the future our Star Trek warriors don't have to worry about language because everything's just translated in real time? That was kind of mind-boggling, but I think we'll get there this year, at least most of the way. AR is already used for shopping, learning, and entertainment, but it could also be used for real-time, multi-language dialogue translation. To type something in AR and then translate it is actually really slow and hard because you would need a device that can track your hands in a way that mimics a keyboard. But speech is less bulky than text and actually easier to translate thanks to artificial intelligence and machine learning. An automatic speech recognition service such as OpenAI's Whisper or Google's Media Translator could be an integrated feature into our beloved AR apps like Over or Arcona by the end of the year. TCL Ray Neo X2 is creating a heads-up version as we speak, and they claim that it'll be available in Q3 of this year. But I can't imagine that they'll be affordable enough to become a trend before the end of the year. Plus, I'm not sure how they're going to handle glare, which could be a problem if you're trying to read text that's being translated at a closed captioning speed IRL, no pausing. So for now, this again will take place on our phone. Fractal Labs would love to build an app like that. So if that's a project you've been dreaming of but just need a team of app developers, get in touch. Let's connect, All the tools are there. We just need to plug them together app style and make it happen. In summary, my predictions for AR in 2023 are as follows. AI will be used to generate AR content. AR will manipulate real-world surroundings. Games in Over will be a trend. Branded AR content creators will sweep across platforms. Mixed reality artists will create things beyond my imagination. Many of us will start hanging out in AR environments. And Star Trek level dialogue translation will exist on our phones. I'll come back this time next year to see how I did on this list.
What I'm still wondering is, when will the map to earn feature in Over the Reality have real world utility within the app? We've been looking forward to this so long and really have no interest in the earn part. Just the mapping, please. The Nerf scans that are available are extremely cool. But when it comes to our initial predictions for Over AR, the Nerf mapping is really just a tease.
Did I miss anything? What are your predictions? Please let me know in the comments below, or hit us up on Twitter or Clubhouse. All the details are in the description box. Happy New Year.